Welcome to the MOOC course on Abhidhamma. Today we are going to discuss position of Leti Upasaka as depicted in Abhidhamma text. The objective is of twofold: to understand the position of Leti Upasaka and its depiction in the Abhidhamma text. Scholars like H. Oldenburg and Ranlas Dutt are of the opinion that there was no provision for the spiritual gathering for the lay people, and also they were not allowed to be present at the ceremonial function of the order. Since an upasak was not an ordained person, anusampanna, and hence not the member of the sangha, he is not allowed to be present in the sangham of any kind. The monks are also forbidden to hold the recitation of the Patimokha in the presence of laymen. Otherwise, the offense of Dukkat is committed. But it is said that heaven, Sag, is the goal for the lay people and Nirvana is the final goal for the monks. Accordingly, performing and accumulating merit, punya, is considered to be the way for the laity and meditation is for the monks. It seems true even today in the laity Buddhist life. In the traditional South and Southeast Asian Buddhist societies, in the Digha Nikaya, it is said that teaching the path to heaven is one of the duties of the religious people to the lay devotee. Saggassa Maggam Sachikanti. It is interesting to note that except the Digha Nikaya, each Nikaya has a Gahapati Bagga. In Digha Nikaya, there are two suttas which discuss about the duties of the Gahapati. There is no doubt that the Buddha had given more importance to the Vinay as per the need, but it seems that the monks gave more adoration to the Vinay rules rather than teachings of the Buddha. The stability of the Sangha was not only meant for the importance of the Vinay, rather it was established on the whole Buddhist systems, which was known as fourfold assembly, such as Bhikkhu Parisa, Bhikkhuni Parisa, Upasak Parisa and Upasika Parisa. But it seems that the explanations made by the monks gave more prominent status to the Bhikkhu Sangha, or recognition of the Sangha was done only in the form of Bhikkhu Sangha and three assemblies, namely Bhikkhuni Parisa, Upasaka Parisa and Upasika Parisa. Out of these fourfold assembly lost their status because of their absence on the occasion of decision and their inactiveness. In this way, their continued adoration and one mouth explanation, the status of monk got increased and place and importance of other assemblies, parisas, decreased. But the lay people were not isolated and their importance was not neglected in the fourfold assembly. They could get the status of arhatship after having practiced the path of the Buddha. They were also as intelligent as the monks to understand the intricacies and deep profoundness of the Abhidhamma. Lay devotees like Chitta and Anathapindaka and others took interest in deeper philosophy also. The Bahir Katha of Milinda Pahiyo shows the special knowledge of the householder as a Patliputra merchant who was well versed in the Abhidhamma. The lay people also played role in the development of the Abhidhamma. If you closely examine the details, we can say that Buddhist monachism was never isolated from the society, and there was always an interaction between monks and lay people. Lay people also played an important role in shaping the rules and regulations for the monks and nuns. This module is intended to investigate the position of the lay people and their role in the development of Abhidhamma on the basis of the text of Abhidhamma Pitaka, especially Kathavathu and Milindapahiyo. In this paper, it is also an endeavor to discuss the aspects related with the laity or upasakas who could get the status of arhatship after having practiced the path of the Buddha. They were also as intelligent as the monks to understand the intricacies and deep profoundness of the Abhidhamma. After turning of the wheel of Dhamma into the motion, the Buddha formed the monastic order and later the assemblies of the monks, Bhikkhu Parisa, and assemblies of the nuns, Bhikkhuni Parisa, were formed. They were others who, living in their domestic life, followed the path of the Buddha. They were called as lay devotees, technically known as upasaka. When a lay devotee is initiated, he takes refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha for 3 times. Yo kechi saranagato gahathoti upasaka. It is also laid down that he should observe the following 5 precepts. It is also expected from him that he would abstain from earning his livelihood by sinful trades. With the increase of the population of such devotees, there came into existence the assembly of the lay followers Upasak Parisa and the assembly of the lay female devotees Upasika Parisa. In this way, the society developed at the time of the Buddha and into a new structure of social order, generally known as fourfold assembly or Chatu Parisa. It is the assembly of the monks Bhikkhu Parisa, assembly of the nuns Bhikkhuni Parisa, of lay devotees Upasak Parisa, and assembly of the lay female devotees Upasika Parisa. The Buddha often talks about many things common to all of them. In the Mahaparinibbana Sutta, the Buddha says to the Mar who asked him to attain Parinibbana that he will not do so until all the members of the all 4 great groups become well versed in the teaching.